Passive voice with may, unlocking grammar potential. Hello, learners. Today, we'll be diving deep into the world of English grammar, specifically focusing on passive voice used with the modal verb, may. But before we get there, it's important to first understand the definition and application of passive voice in general. So, sit tight and let's get learning. To kick things off, let's clarify what we mean by voice in English grammar. The voice of a verb tells us if the subject of the sentence is doing the action, active voice, or receiving the action, passive voice. In today's video, we'll be focusing on the latter. Passive voice is a grammatical construction where the object of an action becomes the subject of a sentence. That is, the action is being performed on the subject, rather than the subject performing the action. It might sound tricky, but don't worry. We'll walk through examples to help make this concept clearer. Typically, we use the passive voice when the action is more important than who or what is performing the action. For example, if we say, "The cake was eaten," we are focusing on the fact that the cake has been eaten, not necessarily who ate it. To form the passive voice, we use a form of the verb, to be, followed by the past participle of the main verb. For instance, in the sentence, "The book was read by me," is a form of to be, and read is the past participle of the verb, to read. Finally, let's touch on the use of passive voice with may. The modal verb, may, is used to express possibility or permission. When combined with passive voice, it allows us to convey these ideas in a context where the action is more important than the doer. For example, the letter may be sent tomorrow. The focus here is on the possibility of the letter being sent, not who might send it. And that wraps up our introduction to passive voice. Hopefully, this lesson has provided you with a solid foundation of understanding the passive voice and how it works with the modal verb, may. Keep practicing and experimenting with these concepts in your daily English use, and you'll master them in no time. Stay tuned for our next lesson, where we'll dive deeper into using may in passive voice. Happy learning!